Welcome to our first episode of Domain Moonshots, the show that searches for hidden gems in the domain namespace. I'm your host, Domain Moonshot. I've been involved in the domain name market for over 20 years. I'm also an ex-fund manager, stockbroker, and crypto trader. I know a good investment when I see one, hence why I launched this podcast. Domain Moonshots is a bi-monthly show where we feature two potential moonshots on each episode. The show is aimed at both the beginner to domain investing as well as the seasoned investor. In our first show, I talk about why I believe domain names are a compelling alternative asset class, and then I get right down to business to discuss our two main domain moonshots. To begin with, I want to talk about the qualities each moonshot must have in order to appear on our show. Firstly, each must be affordable. Generally, that means under $10,000 at the high end, with a low range of a few $100s and an average of a few $1,000s. Secondly, the selected domain name should be at a discount or at least in line with the GoDaddy appraisal value. This is the value GoDaddy, the leading registrar in the industry, places on domain names based on past sales. The stipulation is a little more flexible than the other qualities. However, because it is very hard to value potential brand name domain names compared to a short and catchy exact match domain name. An exact match domain name is the one that includes the keywords you're targeting in the search results, such as buyweed.com, for example. These are easier to value than a branded name that may have a meaning, but no one is going to be searching for that word unless they're searching for the brand itself. Many of the big deals in this domain space are of branded domain names. Picking great potential names is going to be our challenge here. Thirdly, we must be able to identify a potential market or end user for the domain name. That means we must be able to find businesses or industries that could utilize the domain name now or in the future. Identifying trends is an important quality for any domain investor, as it allows you to buy up domain names ahead of the market rush. AI, for instance, neurosystems is another example of emerging technologies, the latter popularized by Elon Musk's Neuralink venture. So, who are we? We run the platform domain Moonshots.com, which is one of the best lists of affordable and quality domain names on the market. Here, you can explore moonshot opportunities in premium domain names. If you click on the button marked Notes, you will find our opinion on each of the domain names listed. We also highlight our hot picks and the latest deals. If you find a domain name which you think is a suitable investment, you simply click the buy button and you are taken directly through to a trusted registrar like GoDaddy, providing you with a safe custody, and there are many other resources, including the ability to list your domain for sale. Unlike the crowded domain market filled with lackluster options, we handpick the gems, the diamonds in the rough, so you can easily find the perfect domain either as an investment or for your own project. Our focus is on quality over quantity. We break down our list into sectors as we believe you should invest in things you have knowledge of. That way, you give yourself a competitive advantage. With an understanding of a specific sector, you are in a better position to identify neglected and undervalued domains. Our categories include cryptocurrency, fitness, health, leisure, finance, and marijuana. Some of you here may be seasoned investors in domain names, but others may be new to what is called domaining. We want to open up investing to a wider audience as we believe a domain name has qualities that makes this a compelling investment. The qualities that excite us the most are the fact that each domain name is one-of-a-kind asset. That does mean that you must act fast if you see something you like before something else has the same thing going on or someone else has the same idea as you and snaps it up. It happens all the time and it's frustrating. Next, you're buying an asset which has a resale value. Assuming, of course, you are buying quality names, it isn't simply an asset backed by hype with no utility, which is the case with many cryptocurrencies, for instance. Thirdly, there is an organized and relatively liquid secondary market to sell domain names, depending on the quality of the domain name, of course. Fourthly, your investment is not at the mercy of the market. In the case of investing in domains, you are buying an asset which can be sold on its own merits. Finally, You can build a portfolio of quality domains and sleep peacefully at night knowing that your portfolio won't lose 90% of its value in a few days, as the crypto market tends to do now and again. Check out our full list of domain names at domainmoonshots.com. Also, sign up to be the first to receive notifications of the latest hot domains. Remember, first come, first served, it's truer with domains than any investment. Investing in domain names can be lucrative due to their potential for appreciation over time. Similar to real estate, valuable domain names can increase in value as demand grows and scarcity increases. People and businesses are constantly seeking memorable and relevant domain names for their online presence, making them their premium domains highly sought after. Now that we have talked about why investing in domain names is a great investment, let's discuss what you are probably all here for: domain moonshots. Our first moonshot is homevaluation.org. According to a recent trust survey, .org is the third most trusted domain extension behind .com and .co. This is one of the reasons why we like homevaluation.org as an investment. The domain name was registered in 2002, some 22 years ago, which provides a lot of history and credibility for any new owner. Another key selling point for us is the keyword home valuation. These keywords receive 22,000 monthly searches in what is a lucrative and competitive residential mortgage market, making this domain attractive to many types of businesses, including lead generation, residential lenders, companies that offer online tools to estimate a homeowner's property value, or even companies that provide professional appraisal services for those looking to buy, sell, or refinance their homes. Finally, homevaluation.com, valued at $10,000 and is held in an investment portfolio which hasn't been developed since its formation some 26 years ago. That means .org is the only viable game in town. The .net for was only recently registered, so lacks the credibility of the two leading domain extensions. This leads the way for someone to buy homevaluation.org and develop it as a low cost of acquisition. The domain is priced competitively at $1,950, a slight premium to the GoDaddy valuation of $1,821. However, the price an end user is likely to pay could be significantly higher than the GoDaddy valuation. We believe homevaluation.org is a great domain name to hold for the medium term or flip at the price north of $4,000. You can buy this domain directly from GoDaddy. Next up is reinvest.com, spelled RINVST.com. This is an example of potential brand name we discussed earlier, and hence why we believe it is a perfect domain for a flip. Established some 5 years ago with a short, catchy name and of course a valuable .com extension, it's a great domain to start any portfolio off within. It's valued by GoDaddy at $1,206, which compares to the price of, on Namecheap of $395. End users could be anyone from DeFi-based apps, finance, savings, investing startups, finance blogs, and real estate companies. As a flip, we would suggest pricing this domain between $800 to $900, which is still significantly under the GoDaddy appraisal value. You can buy reinvest.com, again spelled RINVEST, directly from Namecheap, another leading domain registrar. You can also register it for sale on Namecheap the second you buy it at a far higher price. That's it from us. I hope you enjoyed our first episode. We'll see you in the next 2 weeks to reveal 2 new domain names which we believe offer exceptional potential. Think cryptocurrency and marijuana. Don't forget to check us out at domainmoonshots.com and check out what other domains we have listed on the platform. Feel free to email me with any questions at shout@domainmoonshots.com. Until next time, thank you for tuning in and happy hunting. And remember, this podcast is not financial advice. It is purely informational. An investment in alternative assets, including domain names, is high risk. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Never invest money set aside for a pension or annuity. Domain Moonshots, its employees and advisors may own the domain names featured on our shows. Always do your own research.